Hello friends, I welcome you to this wonderful edition today again. In this video, we shall be talking about phrases. But then I must tell you to kindly subscribe to my YouTube channels so as to keep getting notification each time we have new videos. We are looking at phrases, the English phrases. In phrases, we need to talk about the meaning of phrases. We shall see possible examples of phrases, and then we talk about the features of phrases. That means the characteristics of the English phrases. All right, phrases are well-arranged group of words which do not admit verb and cannot stand alone to portray a complete logical meaning. They can only form parts of sentences. Now, when we talk about the phrases, we need to understand something just like we've defined. They are well-arranged group of words. Now, it will be wrong to approach the definition of phrase by saying that a phrase is a word. That would be very, very wrong. A phrase cannot be a word. It can only be group of words. And that's why we said they are well arranged. And the group of words, you don't just model group of words, you organize some kind of words, you bring them and blend them together in the name of phrase. No, they must be well arranged group of words which do not admit verb. And this is one essential fact about the phrases. They do not have business with the verbs. They don't have any dealings with the English verbs. And that's why they are phrases. And then they cannot stand alone as group of words. Actually, they can never stand alone. They cannot. If they do, they will not give out a kind of complete, meaningful expression. That's why we have said that they cannot stand alone to portray a complete, logical meaning. Therefore, they can only form parts of sentences. So the phrases as group of words, though, can never stand alone meaningfully. They can only form parts of sentences. All right, let us look at some example, very few that we've highlighted here. Under the examples of phrases, we have the handsome man. Now, this is a group of words. Actually, when you look at this, 1, 2, 3, the handsome man, we have three words that came together to form a group, but then a phrase, because the handsome man cannot give out a complete reasonable meaning. When someone comes to say the handsome man, of course, a listener will always, want to hear more. What has he said? What happens to the handsome man? What about that and all that? Because the handsome man is only a part of expression. It doesn't give out a complete logical meaning. Now, the second example is a difficult project. Of course, somebody can say that, but then what does it mean? What happens to a difficult project? What do you have to say about it? You must be curious as a listener to hear the person out, expecting him or her to give completeness to such expression. That's why they are part of sentences. They can never stand out as complete, meaningful sentences. We also have under the table as another example. So we have the handsome man, we have a difficult project, and under the table as examples of phrases. Of course, we have too many examples, but then we have decided to take a very little because of the aim we have. All right, now the next thing is the features. We talk about the features of phrases. Under the features, we are looking at the characteristics. What do we see in phrases? When we look at them, what do we notice so easily? When we look at phrases established anywhere, what are those things we should take note of? What are those things that at a glance we are able to identify in them? Number one, they must be group of words. Like I said when I started, when we mention phrases, phrases cannot be a word. They can never be single words. They can only be group of words. So when we define them to be group of words. So in their characteristics, each time we see phrases, they must involve group of words. And if you look at what we have from the examples, they are all group of words. The first example involve groups, and this is a group too. This is also a group. So for the features, number one, they must be group of words. Number two, they must be well arranged. Yes, this as group of words. If you look at the first one, the handsome man, you cannot say handsome man the, or handsome the man, or man the handsome. No, you must have to arrange them very well so that they will give out a kind of partial meaning, incomplete meaning, though to some extent it will depict a kind of meaning, but then not a complete meaning. So that's why they must be well arranged. That's one of the characteristics, of course. Number three, they do not admit verb. Very, very important. We need to understand this. And that is one of the essential facts about the phrases. They don't have business with the verbs. That's why they are phrases. Now, if you look at the handsome man, this is article, which is a determiner in English language. Of course, it belongs to the adjective, and this is also an adjective describing this, which is a man. If you look at this, we have adjective, adjective, and a noun. Here, we also have it as an article, definite, indefinite. We also look at them to be determiners belonging to the class of the adjectives. And this is also an adjective, and this is a noun, a difficult project. Now, this one is a preposition, under article, preposition, and this is an article, this is a noun. Now, from these examples, you've seen that this group of words under the examples of phrases, none of them has a verb. They don't admit verb. Even when we decide to itemize too many examples under the phrases, we must, understand that at the end of the day, we will never have the presence of the verbs in them. All right, the next one is that they cannot stand alone to make a complete meaning. That means when we look at them, although group of words, but we must have to notice that they don't give a complete logical meaning. They can't stand alone to portray meaningful expression. When we look at them like this, like I said, you must be very curious to know more. Somebody coming to tell you a handsome man, you must be interested, to listen further and expecting him or her to say more things for you to understand whatever he or she may want to say. So they can't stand alone to make complete logical meaning. And finally, they can only be part of sentences. Yes. Phrases can only be parts of sentences. For example, when we say, the handsome man came to my house, if I should add came to my house, it becomes a complete sentence. And of course, the came there is the verb. But we are not talking about the entire sentence. Part of the sentence is the handsome man. And that's why we are saying they can only form parts of sentences. Of course, someone can also say, a difficult project was given to me. Now, if you look at that or listen to that, a difficult project was given to me. The was and the given to me are other aspects of the sentence. When we blend them together, we have a complete sentence. But having this alone, a difficult project, and we stand there, that's the phrase we are talking about, because it is part of the sentence. I want you to kindly subscribe to our channels and always get notification each time we upload a new video. Thank you very much.